Jayaswal's reading limits Mayuravarma's kingdom only to Karnataka. Mayuravarma does not appear to have fought with the Pallavas for a second time. The Chandavalli inscription seems to allude to his encounter with the Pallava frontier guards. Till the contrary is proved, his military exploits in North India may be taken for granted. In commemoration of his spectacular achievements, he is said to have celebrated the Asvamedha sacrifice and granted 144 villages to the Brahmanas of Talagundur. Mayuravarma was undoubtedly the greatest ruler of the Kada Mba dynasty. He not only established the nascent imperialism of the Kadambas but also extended its power beyond the Vindhyas. This success he achieved against heavy odds speaks greatly for his organizing ability and statesmanship. In a word, as a warrior, an administrator, a reputed scholar, a popular leader of men, and above all as a self-respecting individual, Mayuravarma is one among the great kings of India. When he died leaving the throne to his son, Kangavarma, he must have died with the great satisfaction of really seeing his dream of founding an empire on a solid foundation. Kangavarma. After his accession to throne, Kangavarma had to involve himself in many expensive wars. The petty rulers who were reduced to the status of feudatories by Mayuravarma tried to become independent, and Kangavarma was successful in re-establishing his authority over them. Towards the end of his reign he had to wage a war with the Vakatakis of the Bezian branch. According to Ajanta inscription in Cave 16, King Vindhyasena invaded Kuntala and conquered it. The identity of the Kadamba adversary of Vindhyasena is not determined, definitely. But according to many historians, this Kadamba adversary was no other than Kangavarma. After this victory, the Vakatakis styled themselves as the Lords of Kuntala. The fact that the Vakataka rulers began to be described as Lords of Kuntala as a result of this victory, writes A.S. Altecker, might suggest that a portion of Kuntala was annexed to the Vakataka kingdom as its sequel. Very probably the Kadambas had claimed only a nominal overlordship over this territory and did not much regret this loss. 17. There is no doubt that this defeat shook the very foundations of the Kadamba dynasty, as this was the first defeat they suffered after coming to power. Kangavarma did not live for many days after this defeat. Thus, the reign of Kangavarma, which began on a bright note, ended in disaster. Vajarathavarma. He was the son and successor of Kangavarma. He is extolled as the sole lord of the Lady the Kuntala land, the great Sagara himself scarcely born in the Kadamba Kula 18. By his achievements he squarely proved that they are not mere empty boasts. Maurice is of the view that Vajarathavarma retrieved the losses of the family, and restored the kingdom to its pristine greatness. But this view is doubted, for the Vakataka inscriptions indicate that they continued to possess the territory they won earlier, and the contrary is not found in the Kadamba records. Thus the Kadambas appear to have lost that region permanently. Srikantha Sastri thinks that the coins bearing the legend Bhagi must have been his issues. Sringara Prakasika of Bhoja mentions that Chandragupta II Vikramaditya sent the embassy of Kalidasa to Kuntala. Raghuvarama and Kakusthavarma. Raghuvarma, styled himself Raghu Parashiva, was the eldest son of Bhajaratha. He, along with his Yuvaraja and younger brother, Kakusthavarma, subdued the local chiefs. He also waged a successful war against the Pallavas, in which he lost his life. Since Raghuvarma had no children, Kakusthavarma succeeded to the throne. Under him the Kadamba Empire reached the acme of its greatness. The Talagunda inscription hails him, the ornament of the Kadamba family and the son among kings of widespread fame. Even as a Yuvaraja, he assisted his elder brother in the administration and took part in his wars. In the operations to subdue the local chiefs he was in danger of losing his life, but was saved by the timely action of his general Srutakirti. This action of his justifies the praise in the Talagunda inscription that he was a formidable warrior. The fact that he concluded matrimonial alliances with the prominent ruling families of the day shows that he must have extended the boundary of his empire and made it a power to be reckoned with. Kakusthavarma had many daughters. He gave his daughter Mahadevi Ajitabatarika to Vakataka king Narendrasena. Another was married